Hey, what's going on, everybody? Justin Mitchell here with End Time Watchman, and I want to do another part 3 of Checkmate again. And I think I probably should have covered this maybe in part 2, but now just thinking about this more, I actually just put together a presentation that talks about this. Probably going to add another slide now to it. But anyway, it's all good because with the checkmate situation, it's you can't escape the situation. So one way to look at this, even if you're not looking at it from a complete destruction of the United States, which that's still going to happen, it's verses like Habakkuk 2:13 that explain the checkmate, okay, as far as the economic checkmate, okay, as well as Isaiah 47:11, which was in my last video. But does not the Lord determine that the nations exhaust themselves for nothing, that the nations labor is just fuel for the flames? And so basically what that's saying in a checkmate type situation is you can't escape or come out of this financial collapse that's coming. You can say, hey, we're going to make America great again, or hey, we're going to work hard and try to, do things different. Jeremiah 51:9 also says, we tried to heal Babylon, but she cannot be healed. So what God's trying to tell you, because our minds are going to try to think like the Bible's saying, is going to be like, okay, well, maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do this. It's telling you can't. So for the millionth time, you cannot escape, and you might as well start following God. It's the only way out. That there is a chance of escape, as God says to flee and escape and to leave Babylon. Even the parable of the 10 virgins says, at the wake up, the cry rang out at midnight, see the bridegroom come out, exerchomai. It means escape, to meet him. Escape. So if you're trying to not get checkmated in the process of checkmate, you need to start to understand end time prophecy. You need to start to understand what this means. You need to take it seriously. You need to stop blowing this off. You need to start doing something, or else you're going to get clobbered and checkmated by God. And I'm telling you this because you're just in the midst of everything. It's just where you're at, and I'm telling you where you're at. This is where you're at, and here's your options. 2 options. You can stay and get smoked. Literally, your labor is just fuel for the flames. God says you're going to get smoked. Or you can actually escape and actually do something and take it seriously. You can actually take God's word seriously for once, but you've got to put forth effort, and you got to understand what this means. You can't just sit here and look at me or anybody else like a deer in the headlights. You can't do that anymore. You don't have time to be the deer in the headlight anymore. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but you don't. You need to start to take this seriously. You need to do better. You need to realize that you're getting set up regardless of who you are or what you are. This is God's message to all mankind. I'm destroying Babylon. You better leave, and you better understand what my will is for the rest of your life, or everybody's going down in flames. I hope this helps. Habakkuk 2:13, one of my favorite verses, as well as Jeremiah 51:9. These verses speak volumes on what you need to do, or else you're going to be going up in smoke. I hope this helps.